fellow Toastmasters, and our three honored guests. We were all put on this earth with certain God-given talents and strengths to make the world a better place. My hope tonight is to give you some information that will help you live your life intentionally with passion and purpose. Now, I don't expect you to be spellbound or completely change your life after just a 7-minute speech. People say motivation wears off. And as Zig Ziglar says, so does a bath. But if you do it every day, you'll smell good and you'll be motivated daily. You've all heard the expression, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. And that's my goal for you tonight. If you hear something that you think will move your life forward, will you all agree to take that one small step?
Yes.
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 So I want to talk to you tonight about how do you have a purposeful life? And I call it the 3 A's: awareness, action, and achievement. Let's start with action. No, let's start with awareness. Awareness all starts with your thinking. Everything you do in your life starts with a thought, right? The thought will create your values and your beliefs, which will lead to your behaviors and your actions, which will lead to habits of success and failure. The key is strengthen and maximize those thinking strengths. And how do you minimize those limiting beliefs? You have to have a positive mental attitude. Attitude is not a gene. It's not something you're born with. Attitude's a muscle. And for those of you who work out, you know, you go to the gym, you work your muscle. What happens if you don't work your muscle for a period of time? What does it do?
It atrophies.
It atrophies. And what do you think will happen if you don't exercise that attitude muscle? Same thing. So that's why every morning it's so important to exercise that muscle as well. Awareness is, what is your big game? What do you really want? Where are you now? Where do you want to go? What's stopping you? What are your challenges? How are you going to get there? You need to be clear about what you want. You need to have a burning desire for its achievement. And you got to be committed. You just can't be involved. It's like a ham and egg breakfast, right? The chicken's involved, but the pig, he's committed. Right? So this is the one time it's okay to be a pig. Second is action. The first step is create a vision. This is a picture of your ideal future, your dream. What are you really after? This should be something that when you read it every morning, it excites you and it pulls you forward towards something. When you have a vision, a plan will appear. And when you have a plan, the strategies become clear. When you have strategies, the daily activities will be exciting and intentional. You have to be intentional about what you want. You have to set SMART goals that can be tracked and measured. Does anybody know what a SMART goal is? What is it?
Measurable.
Specific,
Measurable.
actionable, realistic,
Timely.
time-bound. That's
Time
right.
bound.
Exactly right. Give her a candy. So you have to have these SMART goals. Don't wait for opportunities to come. They're already here. Don't wait for everything to be perfect. They never will be. When you think about achievement, you've already created this awareness of what you want, and now it's time to develop a plan. And it's so important to have somebody in your corner, somebody that you can share your plan with when things get tough, to encourage you and to motivate you and to hold you accountable. All growth happens outside of your comfort zone. If you're not facing challenges, if you're not facing adversity, you're not moving towards your goals, are you? It's tough to do alone. It's very important that you have somebody in your corner, somebody who can encourage you, hold you accountable, a loved one, a friend, a mentor, a boss, or you can hire a personal coach, which I'll be happy to give you my card after this meeting. We all have good intentions. That's why we have good intentions. But what happens? Life happens. And when life happens, we get caught back up into these same old thinking and behavioral patterns that got us in this rut in the first place. So if you have somebody in your corner as a cheerleader, they'll help you get through those tough times. What's the most valuable commodity that we all have?
Time.
Time, right? Your time is your wealth. Reminds me of a story, a man goes to a doctor and the doctor says you have 1 year to live. And the man says, what can I do? He said, well, you can immediately take all your money and you can take all your possessions and give it away to charity. You can find a woman that has 9 kids and marry her and move out in the sticks to a backwoods shack. And the man said, will that save me? The doctor said, no, but it'll be the longest year of your life. So, don't waste a minute. Don't waste any time. Don't have any regrets. You don't want to get to the end of your life and say, I could have done this or I should have done that. I handed out a piece of paper that you can all flip over right now. Does everybody have one? I want you to take just a few seconds and write down one personal goal and one professional goal that you have. And be specific. Not I want to lose weight, but I want to lose 17.5 pounds. That's kind of specific. And then right next to each one of those goals, write down the deadline. When can you achieve that by? And your homework assignment, should you choose to accept it, is share that plan with somebody that can help encourage you and hold you accountable. I said earlier that a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. Write down on that paper at the very end where it says action, what's one small step that you can take before our next meeting in 2 weeks that's going to move you closer to living your life intentionally, with passion, and with purpose. Thank you.